So they got more BS going on in this nation. I didn't want to come back to this pedophile KKK Christian nation, but they forced me to come back here. And it's kind of cool I'm back here because I can start slitting people's throats once the invasion of Russia and China happens and they come to liberate me from these people here. But I mean, it's just the same thing over and over. Like, I forgot about this place because I wanted to, because I wanted to have a good life, and I didn't want to spend it being a warrior, fucking killing fucking scumbags by the billions. But I guess that's like the purpose of me being in this game amongst these non-player characters in this fake world. Is I get to be the god and do whatever I want and fucking burn the fucking planet and fucking flood the planet or whatever it takes to get rid of them. And them and I mean the animals are fucking pretty shitty these days too. The insects need exterminated. Fucking the humans need exterminated. Fucking obviously the masters above the humans because the humans are working for them. That's why they gotta go. Fucking. And so all these things got to go. So, they got some more bullshit going on. Where it's been like over a week. These little LGBT American capital of the world LGBT transsexual fucking people have tried to scam me yet again. Another reason why I left this nation, because in first world nations like Mexico, I don't get scammed like this. And if I did, I could just pay the cops 50 cents and they would go fucking behead anyone who fucking tried to scam me. But in this nation, the cops are fucking working for these people. And you have these LGBT Star David people and their little human slaves who can't outthink them. And they're gonna have all these excuses at the end of the day. Everyone has these excuses for why they are who they are. And we're not gonna. No more excuses. Either right now, this very second. In fact, I declared this 2 years ago. So if you didn't make that line 2 fucking years ago, you are now fucking targeted for death. And it is what it is. Like, we got the grass burning around here. We have the nations flooding. We have everything going on. We have war. We have nations destroying the empire. And the empire's just sitting back like, oh, that's not part of our empire. What's on TV next? Yeah. Let me put my penis in my 2-year-old sex toy. And all this shit. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, if this is the way the game has to be played, then I can mastered this game, and I guess I have mastered it. They've tried to blame me for it anyways, right? You either gotta believe it's me or it's them. I mean, how do they come to me and tell me I'm the reason COVID happens and show me all these magic symbols I did when I asked for all that stuff to happen, because they can do that. But see, the thing is that if every human is like just merely a little piece of dirt and rock that's building the foundation that they walk upon and they curse this world upon, then the dirt itself and the rocks are in the way. Like, if they're walking on the dirt and the rocks to advance towards me, then if my options are to erase the dirt and the rocks and have them sink, then that is a great option. Like, it's interesting how I actually have options like that. It lends a very unique feel to the outcome of the storyline here that's going on in the world, rather than we just continue barbarian war against barbarian who's working for the alien barbarian who's working for the other barbarians who are working for the same alien barbarians and stuff like that, and they're all the same people at the end of the day. So is the dirt working for them? Is the rocks working for them? Let's take it away Let's get rid of that. Is the sun working for them? Is the moon working for them? Is the trees and the plants and the animals working for them? Let's deal with it. It's written before that when one of the gods walked the earth that he grew sick. He started seeing everything, and it made him ill. That he created it because it was all such trash. The mosquitoes were biting everything. The animals were out of control, probably trying to bite him as he walked the earth. And obviously the humans can't do anything but bite at your ankles and stuff. Apparently they can kill some people, but they can't kill fucking certain people. So we were cursed to like live forever or something. But yeah, like I got these scum right now playing more games with me. And unless you're out here burning down fucking banking institutions, media institutions, government buildings, then you're protecting them, aren't you? Like at the end of the day, like these schools, like people are crying about school shooters. It's like schools have to go. Schools are pieces of trash for low IQ people just to enslave them. And you have an intelligent person like me who goes to school and they're fucking enslaved by this fucking shitty human race. And they aren't fucking educated at all. And they deserve to be fucking shot the fuck up. They deserve to be blown the fuck up. This whole fucking place has to go. That's the way I see it. And that's the way it better fucking be. You know, it's just me versus 14 billion. But I feel like I'm doing really fucking well. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I've done really fucking well. Going to places, watching fucking... These people don't even know what's going on in this world. They think there's this riot in the city being burnt down. No, these cities are fucking taken over completely. There's no need for it. The riot is just like a fucking show. The fucking complete takeover has happened. And I don't even think these fucking retards, at the end of the day, who are doing this, I don't even think they fucking understand that they're doing shit that was in my brain a long time before they were even born. And I think, should I thank a god? Am I the fucking god? Like, who am I thanking? Myself? Like, oh, that's why would I waste time thanking myself for what the fuck's going on in this world and shit? But I can tell you, everyone who is fucking stood in the way, they're less than dirt. Like, the dirt doesn't stand in the way. Look, I'm just traversing the dirt. The dirt is not in the way. The dirt is helpful. The dirt is solid. It's ground I can walk upon and move forth upon. While many of the humans, like these crackheads, fucking Star of David, Hanukkah candle people have sent to me recently, who have fucking thrown away all my fucking nice dress clothing and acted like they're fucking safe and protected because they have millions of people and millions of cops and millions of their judicial system and their government and their fucking court system who protect them. Like when the little Star David Joey Klotz died near me. Rest in fucking piss eternally in fucking napalm forever, fucking Joey Klotz. Fucking... Let's hope he didn't die. Let's hope he is resurrected. And he is burning. And then as he dies, they resurrect him again. And they burn him again. That's all I can fucking hope. Like, for these people, like, we have to move forward with our hopes and ambitions about what needs to be done. We can't let little things get in the way. Like, oh, there's a little duck. Like, oh, I shouldn't destroy the planet because there's a little duck. It's like, I am grieved because I have created these fucking things if I'm to blame for this shit. And if I'm not to blame, we need to kill whoever is fucking in charge of all this shit. because they are a scum. And they need fucking strung up. They need their fucking babies' fucking necks slit. They need to be fucking forever immortalized. That way they can be chained up and have their limbs ripped off and their fucking bones ripped out constantly, and then re-glued back in their body and rip them out again, and then glued back in their body and rip them out again. I've been trying to figure out the best way to deal with these people, and I really think this is it. I think we fucking start ripping their bones out their bodies, and we take like 5 out a day, and we use Elmer's glue or whatever you want. We use some masking tape, and we put those bones back in. And 24 hours later, we take 5 different bones out, and then we glue them back in. We can use some zip ties. We can use some strap-down tie-downs. Whatever it takes. We have to, like, teach them. I mean, according to the homosexual human race, we can teach people and they can learn because they're so smart. They know everything because they've really learned in fucking being able to think. It's been like 80 billion years and they can't even fucking figure out math. This is bullshit. Obviously, it's not been 80 billion years. This world is like a false construct. It's like a video game, a simulation, and it's only existed for so many years and decades, which really it hasn't existed that long. I believe the time frame is much fucking shorter. It's just, it's like being slowly drawn out. Just like I can have memories and I can recall like years of memories within like a couple seconds and stuff. Like, that's all that really is happening. This is like a short instance, like super short. But you can't really teach people that. Just like they've shown me, like with the AI, we can't teach AI to think or do anything because it's not like part of the programming in the game. But we have to do something about this, and you know, those who don't want to do anything, those who it's not those who don't want to do anything. It's I've been fucking documenting everyone who does nothing. I've been fucking recording people. I've been going out and interacting with people. And everyone who has done nothing is the problem. They are the same people as the pedophile rapists. They are the same people as the genocidal freaks. They are the same people who have been fucking censoring me and not allowing me to do anything with my life and enslaving me. They are the soldiers of those people. You know, the 6 old people in wheelchairs who control the world that the humans blame for everything they fucking do. They don't do anything. The humans do all that shit. There's no 6 New World Order. Oh, look, there's an old person in a wheelchair, and you can see the bubbles coming up from the fucking water. He controls the world. That's a human fucking invention that we can blame something who's living under the water in their wheelchair and they're spinning their wheels with their satanic pentagrams and their Christian crosses, and all of a sudden the magic occurs. These 6 fucking people control the world. Get the fuck out of here. Like, bro, fucking let's blame those 6 old people in a wheelchair so you can get away with your gold paved streets and your fucking constant breeding program and all this fucking food and resources you've been fucking hoarding your whole fucking life. Let's blame them. Oh, that's how it works. See, that's how it worked in Nazi Germany. You just blame this fucking rat-faced Israeli-looking Hitler guy for everything in the world, and then fucking magically, well, I guess the Germans were firebombed and genocided and replaced by people who don't look like Germans at all. But you know, other than that, we just blame him for everything in the world. We don't actually blame anyone else. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. We're not. These little fucking LGBT fucking sissies. I mean, y'all are the motherfuckers who make it so I can't even say what I want. And I can't do what I want. Like, like, when that little bitch Joey died near me. Like, bro, he just died near me because he's a little LGBT queer. Fucking, But what was going to really happen if I would have took his whole fucking crew and fucking chopped their heads off like I was gonna do and shit? What would have really happened? Y'all would have fucking been crying, oh, my little fucking homosexual boyfriend died. Ah! I'm USA, I'm so gay. What the fuck would have happened then? I'm so lucky God just fucking eliminated that fucking scum that day. Because the plan was to fucking bury them all. And God's like, no, we ain't gonna fucking cash you out just yet. We got a plan for you. You're gonna learn about these people and you're gonna fucking destroy them in fucking different ways, I guess. I guess that's his plan, right? But this whole shit is all fucked up. Like, all these corporations, they're scumbags. You got the McDonald's, you got the pizza place. They're fucking 15 IQ. Their parents are fucking meth addicts. They never raised them. No one gave it. They shouldn't be allowed to participate in society. They should be out here fucking picking rocks up off the ground to make the dirt clean. They shouldn't be fucking making food. But no. Instead, they're terrorists. And everyone allows this to happen too. Which makes you a terrorist sympathizer, supporter, and a member of the terrorist army. And so what do we do with terrorists? What do we do with terrorists? We fucking put them in fucking camps. We put them like Guantanamo Bay or Auschwitz or whatever it takes. We got to put them the fuck away. We have this whole fucking society. And you know what? Like I've seen the right wing like try to rise up and have any sort of protest. And then the government forms FEMA camps against them. So I'm not sure how far I can go there. But I can tell you, like, just like everyone else is in on it. How did like, this little Star David homosexual was coming up, like, destroyed my stuff recently. And it's like, I could literally just snap every bone in his body with my bare hands. I am super freaking strong. I was breaking doorknobs when I was a child and shit because I didn't know my own strength, and I'm way stronger now. I just grabbed this person and all 242 bones in their body, I could just snap like wishbones and stuff. But you know what? I have to worry about this piece of shit and what's going to happen to me. Someone more valuable than his entire fucking genetic code and fucking race. If I do anything about him stealing shit from me. So defund the cops, defund the government, destroy the cops, destroy the government. And I'm telling you, once we get rid of those fucking criminal scumbags implementing these FEMA camps for right-wingers when they show up to protest and shit, when they show up to protest the left wing burning down cities and shit. I'm telling you, once we defund all that shit, we can start erasing these scumbags from this planet. There's not going to be a government. There better not fucking be a government in the future here within like 3 days that can fucking do anything when one of these little bitches like little Joey dies of him. Yeah, little Joey, he was gonna be someone. He was skipping school and doing drugs every day. And his little tiny brain was fried all the time from drugs, but he's gonna be so good. He was a child. He was God's child. Oh, he's gonna be so good, little Joey. Oh, I can't believe Sean killed it. Was near him when he died. Oh, no. Fucking this river right here, it can hold many of these motherfuckers who are fucking acting out like this. You just fucking snap their necks and you fucking kick them off into the fucking river. Once this government and the cops have been defunded, and why is the government and the cops protecting them if these are the fucking scum that the right wing are fucking supposedly against and shit? What the fuck is that? You see, fuck them all. It's a little game this terrorist organization plays. Oh, we're so different. Oh, there's this and that. We're fighting amongst each other. Don't kill us. We're just having problems inside our nations. Inside of all our stolen nations. We're just having problems. Like, no, motherfucker. I'll tell you what. You fucking... Like, in Portland, they defunded the police and the liberals have taken over. So now they're going to fucking... They bring in the FEMA camps if you're right wing. But I'm telling you... You defund the cops, like, and that's a really good situation actually in Portland because they brought in private security. They had to buy private security. There's this private security crew, and you can kill off that private security crew, and you're not killing the government. You're not shooting police. You can fucking dump them in this fucking river right here, and there's nothing going on. No one cares. And it's fucking great. It's amazing. You fucking... And that's kind of the way it should be, right? With these cops. Like, hell, I've talked to... I ain't trying to rat no one out, but I've talked to people. And a lot of them are like, hey, we don't want to do this, but this is... we're like sent out here to do this. And sometimes they're like, hey, like, we understand what's going on. We're not going to fucking actually arrest you. We're just going to say we got the wrong person. And maybe I'm saying too much when I say shit like that. Fucking, but go ahead and try to link that to someone. Fuck off. So, you know, you have this situation where you defund the cops, you defund the government, and they're not going to be protecting these people anymore. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, he could be standing right here and I kick him in his fucking ass. And he just falls into the river and I fucking throw a rock and bust him in the skull and he sinks to the bottom. If there's no cops and there's no government, they aren't going to be like, oh, he's a criminal. It's like, now that motherfucker's the criminal right there. I just sentenced him for his fucking crimes. And that's where we're at because they aren't doing anything about all this. Mark Zuckerberg should be in Guantanamo Bay. The owners of Google should be in Guantanamo Bay. If it was anything more than a slave camp for Arabic people. It's a racist fucking anti-Arabic camp. Let me tell you, fucking, that's all the word terrorist means is Arab. You defund these people, and we got a chance and shit. They think they got a chance. If they're defunded, and they do, it kind of evens out the score on both sides, depending on which one you think really is going to win. The side with the sniper rifles and the assault rifles, or the side with the low-key armor and the slogans that they're chanting. Maybe the slogans they're chanting is witchcraft and it's stronger than rifles and sniper rifles and stuff. But I don't think they think that because they wouldn't set up the FEMA camps for the right wing if they didn't think that sniper rifles and assault rifles was stronger than magical voodoo chants and shit. And maybe they're wrong. Who knows? Like, maybe they're wrong. Maybe magical voodoo chants is super powerful, and they definitely have taken over the world, haven't they? Magical voodoo. But I'm getting sick of this. Like, and people are like, oh, don't buy from China, don't buy from here and there. It's like, I'm getting fucking screwed over by people in this nation. Like, I don't care what's happening in China. I don't care what's happening in the Middle East. You know, the only reason we care what happens in the Middle East is because people who claim that their homeland and their motherland is in the Middle East and want to steal that land, and they steal every land on the frickin' earth and claim it's theirs. That's the only reason that the Middle East matters to anyone in this nation. And the Christians want a revival, but the Christians is them. Like, who's the king? Who's the king? He's the king of what? Jesus is the king of who? Is Jesus the king of Europeans? I can't tell you what he's the king of, even though the Bible says it. Is he the king of the Africans? Is he the king of the Antarcticans? Is he the king of the Russians? Is he the king of the Asians? Is he the king of the Native Americans? Is he the king of the Canadians? Is he the king of the South Americans? Is he the king of Mexicans? Is he the king of Venezuelans? No, he's none of that. He's the king of something else, ain't he? And that mind control. Why is it that they have all this mind control and the humans can't have a single thought for themselves? The humans have never invented a religion, according to history. Maybe they've killed off anyone who's ever had a thought. And that's what I think they're doing. I think like cattle, like you guys raise cattle, you guys kill off animals that can like think and will try to fight back. And then you breed the ones who will just walk into the slaughterhouse and sit there and moo all day. I think that's like if we're going to go by the story that the earth is this old and that old and blah, 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 and humans are this old and that old, then that's what's happened. The humans are cattle, and they've killed off the intelligent ones, and then and now they have these dumb cows who just walk into the slaughterhouse. But with humans, it's different, because cows don't kill each other if you get out of hand. Like humans will kill you if you don't join the herd. If you don't walk into the slaughterhouse, they'd be like, "Nah, this is the slaughterhouse, man. Like, we hate you. Like, you're gone. You're crazy if you don't want to walk into it." That's another video. No, but like, who is we? And I hate this word "we" these days, because it's like I'm out here alone. There's no we. There's no we for me. There's me like fighting a whole fucking planet, and I've never seen anyone else, call to round up the media owners and toss them in the river here and stone them to death. But that's what should be done. Except for the fact that that's not good enough. Like, that's not an efficient method of elimination. They could swim back up to the top someday. So this is like the argument should begin at like how effective throwing Mark Zuckerberg and Google and all their employees into this river and stoning them will be. That should be where the argument begins. But it doesn't. The argument doesn't even get that far. But that's where it should begin. And it's too late. It's too late. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's just total all-out war. And that's all there will ever be. I've already put my life on the line for this stuff. Trying to change it peacefully and then whatnot. And then learn, like, oh yeah, well, obviously, like, God did not create the world for peace. Like the real God, not the Abrahamic God of Satan. And the Abrahamics wrote their satanic Bible. They wrote the Christian Bible. They write the pagan Marvel comics, and they make the pagan Thor videos and Marvel videos, and then they're the pagan, they're the atheist, and they're Carl Sagan, Einstein, and pedophile Bill Nye. They're literally the gods of all these groups. It's like, when do the humans get to have a thought? When do the humans get to have a say in the world around them? And why? Why is it? How is it they can't? Like, how is that physically possible that I can have thoughts and none of them are allowed to have thought? None of them have ever had thoughts. They've never written a book I write books, I write stuff all the time, and I throw it in the trash because, I write like science journals and discoveries of the world and analyzations of the world. And a lot of, like, it gets thrown in the trash because they're stalking me and they're robbing me. But at the same time, I'm just going to throw it in the trash because I don't think anyone deserves any of this knowledge. But I mean, they're at the end of the day, like technically, they're stalking me and they're in my life. Like literally, I've had like almost no human friends. Um, I'm not sure. And when it comes to my family, like they look a lot like Jeffrey Epstein sometimes. Some of them, the ones I'm allowed to see. And then the ones I'm not allowed to see have been like slapped in the face and beaten around by the people who look like Jeffrey Epstein, so they don't come around too much. Fucking so I see that stuff going on. I'm not beyond fucking thinking that at the end of this game, once we solve these problems, that I shouldn't fucking be killed. Like I'm trying to kill myself. I think I'm part of this bloodline. I think I'm part of this poison on this planet. And I think killing me is a great freaking answer to if Mark Zuckerberg killed himself and the Google employees and owners and the Facebook employees all killed themselves, that would be a peaceful world after all that shit. But they don't. Right? So I've thought past that. So yeah, I'm cutting you off. You can't come at me with that bullshit. If you even understand this enough to come at me with that bullshit, fucking, I'm already beyond that. Fucking, I'm already worried like I am fucking poisoned and shit. Maybe that's why I can understand things, is because I am fucking afflicted with this fucking genetic disease. Fucking. But whatever, man. Like, we need to fucking deal with this, and if not, this planet needs fucking erased. Like, just reset it, start it over, find Noah, and flood the earth with fire this time. I guess they claim we promised not to flood the earth with water again. It's like, whatever, we're already flooding. This year is pretty obvious. We've been fucking flooding it with, someone's been flooding it with water and shit. I'd say we. There is no we. There's just me, and then there's something else that's not fucking telling me exactly what's going on and shit. Maybe they're scared to fucking say it's me or some shit. But I don't understand fully. I understand like why, if I was in control, I wouldn't understand, because I don't want to know any of this. I don't want to remember any of this. I don't want to be here. I've spent a lot of time erasing my memory and trying to kill myself off. Fucking. And I got to deal with this shit all the time. Like every step I take. And just dealing with some simple customer service people. This is one reason why I wanted to leave USA in the West, is just talking to these people on the phone. They are mentally retarded. They act like they have the IQ of a blade of grass. You're trying to deal with customer service and all this. And you're like, oh yeah, but I don't know. That go gone. Not that bad. And you're like, please let me speak to someone who speaks English. And they're like, okay, I can give you English. And then a new person comes on. Oh yeah, but. And you're like, motherfucker, I said I wanted to speak to someone who speaks English, not your retarded ass. And it's like, man, can't something be done about this? Can't we, like, where are these useless cops? Where is this useless government? Shouldn't they be, like, strangling, instead of shooting black people in the street, shouldn't they be going to these buildings? Like the average person is dealing with these people, these customer service representatives and these corporations and all this. Why don't the cops go in there and start shooting those people instead of black people on the streets? Right? If the cops was going to do anything valuable, if the government, if Joe Biden, if Sleepy Joe was going to go do something valuable, why doesn't he send the feds after these people and smack them around and be like, look, like you got to hire some new people. You got to do something right because you're robbing all of our population. And I think it's perfectly legit considering how much I've dealt with it. It's a little scheme they've got going on. It's not just an accident here and there. These motherfuckers need choked the fuck out and fucking thrown in the river and shit. And what's going to happen if you choke them out and throw them into the river for the fucking robberies of millions of dollars worth of life that they've fucking stolen from people, the lifeblood, trillions of dollars in lifeblood, years of lifeblood they've stolen from people. What's going to happen if you do that? If you have a little Joey come up to you and fucking assault you over and over, and then and after 5 minutes of him punching you in the face, you decide it's time for Joey to take a swim, then what's going to happen? The same thing that happened to me. They're going to send the government and the cops, and they're going to be like, oh, big boy, I can't believe he died near you, big boy. Well, we're going to have to take you in. You're obviously anti-LGBT and pedophile. You're anti-pedophile. I can't believe this pedophile died near you. That's how it's going to happen. Like this, it's crazy to see the right wing protecting the government and the cops, and when in fact, like we can see at these events that the cops are fucking only protecting the left wing, and they set up FEMA camps. They set up FEMA camps for the right wing. Do you know what that means? Those of you who are really knowledgeable in the knowledge about all this shit, the FEMA camp means that they're planning on putting you in like some Auschwitz type situation if you dare do anything. They're burning down the city and you come to just say, hey, we love America. Like literally a Proud Boys event I went to in Portland, it was like a whole bunch of Mexicans. I was like, what the? And foreigners. And I was like, what are you guys doing here? Like, this isn't your rally. But they had the FEMA camp set up for them and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, but they didn't have the FEMA camp set up over there when the liberals were walking around and destroying the whole freaking city and stuff. Which I think the city deserved to be destroyed, to be honest. Like, I'm not taking sides here. It's a go ahead. Like, this city is shit. Like, hey, those people treated me like shit over here. Like, I'm glad you burned down the whole fucking block around them. In fact, like, it's interesting you didn't destroy them. You burnt the whole freaking block around them. And now they get to live with fucking what they've created and shit. And, but, there is no rights. There is no rights here. There's no rights. There's no rights right now. And if a collapse happens, if the cops run out of money, if the government runs out of money, if the police are defunded, then you can have some rights. They're the ones taking the rights away. And as many cops have told me, you can tell, like I can tell when I interact with people, their energy and all this stuff. And I can tell, like, sometimes cops are like, like taking me away for something and they feel bad. Like, they're like, man, this is our job. We got to do this. And it's like, well, I mean, you're doing your job. That's not cool that you're doing this. But I understand. I can feel your energy and everything. And, I understand that. Hold up.